Doctor?
Yes, Misty.
Before you go in, I just want to let you know.
Okay, thank you. Hi, Katarzyna.
Oh, hello, doctor. What is this?
It's called an arthrostim, and it is a tool that I use on the spine.
Okay, so there are no sharp wooden components to this, though.
Sharp wood? No, it's just the way that it is right now.
Okay, this is fine. This is fine.
Okay, we're here with Katarzyna. Am I saying that correctly? Is it Katarzyna?
Katarzyna.
Katarzyna?
Katarzyna.
Katarzyna?
It is close enough.
Sounds like I'm saying it. Okay, we're here with Katarzyna. She's having some migraines today with some light sensitivity. Tell me, how long have you been getting migraines for, Katarzyna?
It feels like it has been thousands of years.
Okay. And do you know what causes your migraines?
I do believe it is probably my diet.
Your diet. Do you know what you eat that causes them?
Sometimes I accidentally consume severely undercooked meat.
Yeah, that could be dangerous. Do you have any other allergies to any kinds of food?
Sometimes when I eat Italian, it can be a bit too garlicky.
Okay. So have you ever been to a chiropractor before?
Yes, I oftentimes get a sore body from aggressive food preparation. Excuse me, if you wouldn't mind passing me my drinking container, I am quite thirsty.
Okay, yeah, sure. You mean this thing right here?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Take your time, no rush. I want you to be comfortable while I adjust you.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It looks like beet juice in there. Okay, so let's do a posture evaluation here in Katarzyna. We're going to take a look at the structure of your body and your spine. We've got one asymmetry here. Put your hands on your hips for me. Okay, so we're looking at an asymmetry here. So we have bilateral elevation on the left side, on the shoulder on the left, and also on her hip on the left. Okay, Katarzyna, let's see what your spine says and get you adjusted and hopefully feeling better today, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So on the prone leg check, we've got a left short. And what I'm going to do is bring your legs up like this. Try to let your knees relax, loosey-goosey. Let me do all the lifting. Very good. We're going to check the length again. And now it switches over and becomes the long leg. So that means we've got a left-sided ilium or sacral issue. So we're going to start here. Is this tender here?
No.
Here?
No.
Here?
Yes.
Okay. So we have some tender glute fibers on the left side. Let's see if we can balance out the legs here. Lift your left hip up just slightly and down. And the right hip up slightly, down. We have an overcorrection. Even Steven. Now, even though you have a migraine headache, Katarzyna, what I'm going to do is use these blocks to balance out your hips. That way we can take as much tension out of the spinal cord as possible, taking tension off the meninges and the coverings of the spinal cord and the coverings of the brain, okay? Wow, you are really cold here. Are you usually this cold?
Oh, I wouldn't say that I really notice anymore.
Yeah, just like my daughter. She doesn't wear any jacket. She wears shorts in the snow. It's like they're invincible, these kids.
That's how we like to grow them these days.
Has anyone ever told you that you have a scoliosis before?
Yes.
Very mild. It's probably less than 10 degrees. In order for something to be classified as a scoliosis, it has to be measured as a lateral bend that is more than 10 degrees on the aided P radiograph. Is this tender here?
Yes.
Let's come in a little bit deeper and see what the muscles are saying. Let's see if we can find some of the muscle segments that are trying to pull the spine back into alignment. So we found this multifidus muscle here. It is engaged. Is that tender?
Yes, very, very tender.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 T4 on the left. And then it looks like T7 and 8 on the right. Is that tender in there?
Very.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do some soft tissue cervical work here. Very important for migraines. If the migraines are coming from musculoskeletal tension, then sometimes we get some results from this kind of soft tissue work. What I'm doing is identifying occipital fibers here. These are fibers from the trapezius muscles, a really big muscle. It spans all the way out to the ends of the shoulders here. Laterally, it comes out to the AC joint. It comes all the way down to T12. This is the trap muscle up here in the shoulders. And these trap fibers run up all the way through the spine and attach to the occiput bone. Is there tenderness here?
Yes.
Here?
Yeah.
And she has 2. These are occipital fibers. We've got 1 here. Is this tender?
Yes.
1, 3. On her left. Is this tender?
Yes.
And this isn't an occipital fiber here, this is actually the occipital bone itself. These are the tendinous fibers of the trapezius muscle, and the tendons of all muscles alter and control the stretch of a muscle. And if you can stimulate the Golgi tendon organ in a certain way, then it activates the stretch reflexes, which can help the muscles relax. And you can see some of the releasing happening with her breath as we start to ease tension, both in the meninges by blocking the hips and also by releasing some of the tension from the trap fibers into the occiput. It releases the tension in the nervous system and also the musculoskeletal system, bringing ease and comfort. Okay, Katerina, we're going to start with this segment right here. And what you're going to do is take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out, we'll just practice this one right here. And as you breathe out, I'm going to follow your breath down like this. And we'll give a little push like that, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so do that again. Deep breath in. And out. Let's try this one here. Let me lower your face just a little bit. Okay, again, deep breath in and out. Okay, let your shoulders relax. Just kind of sink in here. Let it all go. Okay, take another breath in and out. Nice and loosey-goosey here. Let it all go. Okay, we're going to do this segment here anterior. So let's go ahead and flip over to your back. Cross your arms. Put your right arm underneath the left. Okay, deep breath in. Lean back as you blow it out. All the way down. Okay, so we'll do a cervical spine analysis here. We're going to keep our sunglasses on so we don't aggravate our headache at all. Now, usually people lay and they'll tuck their hands underneath of their hips from here by their sides, but this will work fine, I think. You're comfortable?
Oh yes, this is comfortable for me.
Let's check that occiput. So we have a nice restriction here, easy to feel coming this side. The glide of the occiput is just not quite there, versus this one on the right is smooth the entire way. So let's do some stair-stepping technique here. This gives us a good value of the restriction in the cervical spine and where the location of the restriction is. So let's get a closer look here. We're going to go right into the spine and find out where the spine is stuck, which will be atlas on the right. Way down low here, we've got C7 in my fingertips. Is there any tenderness here?
No.
Here?
Mild.
Here?
Yes.
Okay. C5, and then we're going to trace this on both sides. Where do you have it, on the right or the left?
More maybe on the mild left.
And then we'll just check the motion of that segment, and I just felt the edema, the ball of edema there as I moved into it on the left-hand side of the spine. So just using our fingertips here, we're able to determine a lot about the location of where we need to adjust. Find the end range of motion. We're nice and smooth in the lower cervical spine there. It's not bad, but as soon as I get to here, is that tender?
A little, yes.
Okay, so there's a couple things to adjust here. We're going to adjust the lower cervical spine on the left. We're going to adjust C1 on the right. And we're going to see if occiput's still there at the end of all that, and then maybe adjust occiput as well. Okay, so let's get your cervical spine aligned. And we're going to start with this one on the left. And what I'm going to do here is bring you over to the side like this, nice and gentle, and then we'll give a little push in that direction, okay? Okay, now nice and relaxed, let your shoulders relax, just kind of sink in here, there you go, that's very good. And let it all go, loosey-goosey here, let it go. See the right side now, we're going to do this atlas listing on the right. Nice and gentle, just kind of sink in, let everything go, let your shoulders go. How was that?
That was incredible.
Okay, turn your head all the way to the left. Okay, there's a little bit of a restriction there at the end. The right shoulder compensates. We're going to adjust the left occiput here. We're going to turn this to the side. I'm going to reach around in the front of you. And just let your shoulders relax, loosey-goosey. Just kind of sink in here. We're going to lean forward just a little bit. Good, just like that. And a nice soft breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let your shoulders relax, let your hips relax. Good. Yes.
That was amazing.
Look at that beautiful smile you have. This feels so much better here. Trap fibers have released. How's that migraine feel?
It's improved.
How much improved is it? Like 25%, 50%, 75%?
I'd say maybe about 60 to 70.
Okay. Well, if we've got the 70% here just initially on the onset of an adjustment, that's a really good indication that we're going to keep headed forward in that direction of relief. I would expect over the next couple of hours some of these muscles here will relax, and we'll probably get that rest of that 30% within probably 24 hours. This migraine should be dissipated for you. How does that sound, Kait, Regina?
I can handle that. It sounds wonderful. Doctor? Doctor. That was delicious. And I saved some for later.